Another beautiful day in Middle Tennessee. Welcome into Mornings on Main Street. I'm Chris. Yeah, I hope you guys are having a fantastic start to your hump day. It is Wednesday, August 31st, 10 a.m. here in Middle Tennessee, and we are so glad to have you with us. We've got a fantastic show lined up for you. Hope that you are going to enjoy all that we have for you today. A couple of great guests. Obviously, we'll get to our top three news stories and so much more. But first, before we do anything else, we welcome in the producer, Justin Kulik. Justin, what's up, man?
Hello. Hey, how's it going, man? How are you today, Chris?
Oh, I am fantastic. Outside of my kid being sick.
Yeah.
I got home yesterday and she just started kind of loving on me, and I was like, "That's weird."
Normally, she wants, out of the ordinary.
Normally she wants to play, until bedtime.
Right.
She wants to run around and play, and so I was like, "Something's odd." And then I kissed her forehead and thought, "Man, she's burning up." Took her temperature over 100. I was like, "Oh my goodness, what's going on?"
Dang.
So Sarah's like, "She was fine before you got here. What did you do?" I was like, "I don't know, man."
Call back to that forehead kiss. I swear that is better than a doctor thermometer from a parent to a kid. That's exactly how my mom always told me I had a fever, was the forehead kiss.
Well, and that's what I've been told my whole life is if you just, if it's hot to your lips, then it's higher than it should be. Now, if it's just warm, it's probably normal, but if it's hot, you get the thermometer.
Yeah, if it's cold, then we got a whole nother problem.
Yeah, you want it to be warm. Warm is ideal, But yeah, so it's been a crazy. Didn't get much sleep last night. That's how it is when you got sick kids. Oh man, we almost had a little collision there with this Acadia who thought it was going to move a little too soon.
Did you just know what that car was?
Yeah.
That's really cool that you knew that.
I can spot Acadias because they make them down here in Spring Hill, and I see like 1,000 of them like a day. So
add it to the list.
Yeah, that's
that knowledge. No, but that knowledge. We want a speedy recovery for Charlie, right? Charlie?
Yes, Charlie. This common spelling, just like our boy name. It's weird. I know.
I love that. I think it's great.
I'm a weirdo, but it was my granddad's name, and I thought it was a cute name for a girl anyway.
No, I like it. It.
Well, it's a beautiful day downtown, as you can tell. It is. Blue skies, and it is just absolutely gorgeous. Is it going to stay that way all day?
It will. Yes. Thank you for the segue. Our weather today is brought to you by Roy Meat Service, whether it be a bologna sandwich, ribs, mac and cheese, or even an RC Cola from back in the Dizzy. Yes, I say Dizzy. It's heaven. Everyone on the staff there is nice and attentive. It's highly recommended. Roy's is your Nashville local meat shop, especially if you're going to be barbecuing at home, which we know football's coming up. You're going to want to have the friends over, the bros, the girl bros, and everything in between. And you're going to want to get some of that Roy's meat to bring home with you and cook up when you can't make it to the restaurant, even though they have wood panel at the restaurant. Weather today, Chris, you called it. It looks like it's going to be beautiful, and it is going to be beautiful today. The high is only going to get up to 88. The low is getting down to a crisp, like we talked about yesterday, crisp 61 degrees. It's going to be real nice, and there's and there's no chance of rain. So frolic about.
I will do. I will frolic. So I actually have it's Sarah and girl bro coming over this weekend. She and her boyfriend, Metro Cop, are coming over to watch football. So yeah, girl bros are cool.
They are, man. They are. They're great.
It's nice to have them occasionally, but especially when they're friends with my wife, and I'm like, so I can like gripe, and I know she's gonna tell her.
Exactly. It can be like it's like a mediator.
It really is. It works out. So looking forward to this weekend. It's a college football getting started. The Titans put their 53-man out yesterday, which, say what you will.
Mason Kinsey.
Yeah, some surprises. O.J. Howard getting cut from the Bills. I thought, hey, let's Let's go get that guy.
Scoop him up. What about Sony Michel getting cut?
It's wild. I mean, I don't think he fits in the Titans
Right,
organization.
still
very
weird.
well, but that is an odd cut. I mean, hey, you
He's
do what
apparently
you-
going to have meetings with the Chargers.
Well, that would
That'll
make
make him
sense.
scarier.
That would make sense for him. But yeah, we've got a great show today.
I'm pumped.
But here's what I don't know.
What's up?
I don't know how to pronounce this guy's last name. Anthony Capo Bianco.
Well, no. So it'll be let's say Pat and Matt from
Okay,
Power Nation Studios. Yeah,
that's much easier. Pat and
Anthony was our guy to get
Gotcha.
to them.
Gotcha. Thank goodness, because Capo Bianco was not. I was scared. I thought, I don't know. There's no way.
I know, I tried it. There's a lot of consonants in it. You know, too many P's, and I mean not too many. You know, I'm not like slamming his name or anything, but
It's like,
I just couldn't do it.
yeah. I mean, well, it's 2 words, so it's very. Yeah. Sometimes I get angry with my.
If he's
with my
watching, we're so
single-
sorry.
Like I get angry with my single syllable last name.
Yes,
So like, and I'm sure you get some random pronunciations too.
I get Kullik a lot, which I mean makes sense. It makes
Well,
sense.
if there were 2 L's, maybe,
Yeah, true.
but there's not.
I think
So,
yeah. I don't know.
phonetically, your name makes sense.
People don't want to say that like the cool part. They're like, there's no way it means that.
Yeah, you're not cool. You're not cool at all.
It's
Well,
got to
I mean,
be something else.
I get yo and y'all a lot. They're like they can't realize
sounds-
it's an O, not an A.
That sounds like it would be harder to come up with that than to just say what it looks like.
Well, I understand like bow and toe.
True.
So it could certainly be an O, the long O sound. I
That's a
understand
good point.
that, but that's why I tell people when they ask me what my name is, I tell them Yao, like cow, but with a Y.
There you go.
I told my biology professor that in college, and he said Cowie.
No,
Like, no,
not
dude.
what I said.
I didn't say add a Y. I said, but with a Y.
You just took the name and did something else.
Completely random. No one knew that. We also got the Magic Man today. I'm glad that you were able to procure the Magic Man for a show. I've never been on a show with him.
Oh no, you haven't. That's true. It's a treat, man. I'm telling you to watch it live. Like we'll go through all the progressions. We'll look and see if he's doing anything extra. We'll be this close to the camera, and I promise you, man,
Well,
it's mind blowing.
So here's the thing. I've got a my monitor over here is a 42-inch Vizio. So
Oh, he's okay. Okay, you should
got a
tell
little
him
bigger
that.
monitor. Got a little bigger monitor. Let's see. We'll see.
He'll just eat you alive. He's like, oh, you got a monitor? All right, and then he'll just make you disappear.
That's what you can do. You just at the end of the segment, you're like, well, we've got a magic trick of our own. We're gonna make you disappear. Goodbye.
And
Just remove him from the
August 31st. Yeah, exactly.
broadcast. He's gone. Oh, man.
Oh god,
That's
that would be so mean.
Again, it's going to be a fun show. We've got a lot to get to, and we're going to get to our top 3 stories here momentarily. But Justin, it's Wednesday, which means we're on the backside. The week is nearly half over, and I was talking to somebody yesterday. The college football starts tomorrow night for us here in Tennessee with the Duvals.
Dub balls.
And that's awesome. And obviously Vanderbilt started last week, so that was big. But the high school
63
football season will be like 33%. Will be 30% over.
I know, that's so sad.
30% of the regular season will be completed after this week.
10 games, right?
So there's 10 games, but there's 11 weeks in the regular season. So
Because you get a bye.
it's an open week. You only get buys in tournaments.
I see. Yeah.
It's
Okay.
It's an open week. Buys are only
So you get to
for
go
if
play anybody
get-
you want.
No, it's just an open week, so you get to you don't have to play anyone, which is important.
But you can.
You can.
I'm just kidding.
No, you can't. You can only have 10 regular season games. You have to have an open week, whether it's week 0, which is like the first week of the year, or during the season.
Gotcha.
Sometime.
So if there's a game like scheduled, they'd be open to it.
That's a good. That is certainly a different variation of the definition of open.
Like, I mean, we'll mull it over.
We'll see. It's funny because Richland, one of the teams down here, actually had 2 open weeks. And the coach asked me, he was like, what are we supposed to do? Because Zion Christian stopped playing 11-man. And so I just kind of I got on the internet and just kind of started looking around and found a team that had just lost an opponent for that same week. And I was like, hey, coach, might want to call this team. And so
they might be open to it.
They're going to Memphis, and they were, in fact, open to discussions. So,
you ever seen that show Ballers?
No, is that me? I don't know.
That's you.
I've
You're a baller, sir.
I will check it out.
Great show's got The Rock in it. So.
Oh yeah, I've seen the poster for the show. I just never actually watched the show. It does look cool. I mean, it's a cool vibe on the photo. So
definitely in the slick suits.
Yes, exactly.
With the no tie. Yeah.
Well, tell you what. Let's take a break here and come back with our top 3 stories of the day. What do you say?
Let's do it.
All right. This is Mornings on Main Street Media Television.
The high school football season is here, and nobody handles Friday nights better than Main Street Media. Here's Zach Womble with details.
That's the name of the game here at Main Street Media and Main Street Preps. Is we've been doing this for a long time now, and I think you hit on it. We've got an army of reporters across all of Middle Tennessee. I think there's about 130 schools in the Middle Tennessee area, and we try to cover all of them. We cover about 11, 12 counties at this point. And those Friday night shows, it's we're gonna show that off. We're gonna showcase the talent that we have on the field with reporters across several mid-state games on the weekly basis. So whether you're in Williamson County, whether you're in Giles County or Murray County or Montgomery or Robertson or anywhere in between, we're gonna have you covered from 6 to 11.
Friday Night Live is presented by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, where fans don't let fans drive drunk.
This is Eric Berner with Rockcastle Wealth Advisors. I help people in the pursuit of making their money live as long as they do. People hire me because I use a customized, individualized, and personal approach for the person I'm working with. Everyone's situation is different. If you've lost a spouse or a parent and want to make sure your inheritance is utilized and does not just disappear, I can help with that. Call me at 615-235-1058 or email Eric at rockcastlewealth.com.
Hi, this is Melissa Hoisington, Regional Crisis Director from Volunteer Behavioral Health. Disasters can affect everything in your life, including your emotional health. Help is available during these uncertain times. The Tennessee Recovery Project is a free, supportive resource for adults and children who have experienced the effects of natural or human-caused disasters. Specialists are available for counseling by phone or in person. For free, confidential service, please call 833-954-2424. The hotline is open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Move forward with the help from the Tennessee Recovery Project.
Do you love bacon? I mean, do you really love bacon? Who doesn't, right? The 3rd annual Murfreesboro Bacon Fest is coming up Saturday, September 10th. Admission and parking are free. The Bacon Festival will feature live music, food, and craft vendors. And did I say bacon? You can ride a mechanical hog ride. Visit the Kids Zone with free inflatables. There will also be hourly raffles with great prizes and an opportunity to purchase Bacon Festival merchandise. And did I say bacon? Yeah, there will even be a bacon eating contest. Visit the 3rd annual Murfreesboro Bacon Festival Facebook page for all the details.
Buddy Allen, it's a tradition. Come on into our store. Buddy Allen, it's a heritage for 40 years and more. What makes a house kind of special? Close friends walking in the door. Flowers blooming in the springtime and little children playing on a Buddy Allen floor.
Hey everyone, I'm John English. This is Keith Wallace, and we would like to welcome you to John English Antique Sports and Cards in Shelbyville, Tennessee.
We specialize in graded and ungraded sports and non-sports card, vintage wax boxes, and unopened cases. We have a large selection of PSA graded cards. We also specialize in old sports collectibles, baseball, football, basketball, golf, and tennis. You can find it all at John English Antique Sports and Cards.
We are happy to be associated with Nashville's greatest sports antique, George Plaster.
Downtown, as you take a look at Broadway Avenue South in downtown Nashville. Glad to have you guys with us here on Main Street. I'm Chris Dow. As always, I'm joined by Justin Kulik. And man, what a fantastic day it is. If you are looking for something to do, going outside is a positive idea.
Absolutely, man. It feels so good outside. Like in the winter time, in the winter months, whenever you look outside and it looks bright and it looks like it feels good, and then you walk outside and it's a dreadful smack in the face, and it's like, hey, doesn't feel good out here.
It's sometimes like that in the summer.
Exactly.
It's like 95.
Today
it looks so nice out, but today it really is actually nice out.
Exactly. Today you look outside and it's not that deceiving.
Would today be a day you would play golf?
I want to. That's one of the things. I mean, you look out, so blue outside. Yes, today, to answer your question. Absolutely.
Today is the day.
Yes.
Be a good walk spoiled, but
Yeah, exactly. If only I could.
On today's Main Street Sports Today, we're going to have Innsworth golf coach Virgil Herring on the show. And he is going to talk a little bit about the LIV Tour, kind of taking away some of the folks from PGA. I think there were like 7 top 100 players.
Dude, it's crazy.
They're going to be going to the LIV Tour. So yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, I know. That's why I try to put myself in their position, right? Like, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money they're offering to be on the LIV Tour. I mean, from what they have offered, the PGA Tour players that have come out with what they've offered, if that makes sense.
Yes. No, it is a lot of money. Don't get me wrong. And if that's what your goal is to, if this is your career, you want to, here's the thing. If you want to dip out, you can. I mean, It depends on, I think a lot of it is you have to decide whether you want to compete or make money.
That's a tough one. Because I feel like, you go to the reason why these sort of organizations are the pinnacle of like Major League Baseball and National Football League is because you make the most money while you're doing it. But then again, I guess you look at the talent as well. But, I don't know. It's just kind of confusing, I guess. But then again, you can't go back. I feel like if you leave to go to LIV, you can't come back on the PGA Tour. I may be wrong about that.
I mean, they're trying to ban them for life.
Right.
And that's fine if they do. That's their prerogative, but I don't know that it's necessarily a great idea either because these are still top 100 players.
DJ, man, I'd go watch him anywhere. Doesn't matter if it's for the PGA Tour or not.
I don't know. I'm excited. So at 3:00 today, airing on Main Street Sports Today, you can catch it same place you're watching this show. We'll get some insight from a golf pro, a guy who knows what he's talking about.
I do have my top button, so I could qualify.
Oh, you're ready to go. Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I probably should. Hang on. Do I need to do that? Is that is that the thing?
It's a swag. It's a certain type of swag. Yeah.
I don't really have swag. I'm old.
No, I'm saying we gained it by doing this though. This is the steps towards swag.
Okay. So this is just like Okay, well, I'm in. Let's do it.
You are in. You're killing it.
I need a little, white cloth here. So.
An ascot.
Yes. All right, let's dive into our top 3 stories. What do you say?
Let's go.
Ashley Parham with some big news coming. The Nashville Tree Foundation, big old tree contest, wrapping up 35th year today. Entries for the biggest trees are due today. The contest started in 1987, was originally designed for elementary schools who would enter trees in honor of their science teachers, said Vicki Turner, an NTF board member. After a few years, the contest morphed into something bigger. Now anyone can nominate a tree on their land, someone else's land, or public land. Since 1987, Turner estimates there have been around 1,000 winners from dozens of species. Last year's contest had around 50 species entered. Participants can enter trees on the Nashville Tree Foundation website year-round from September 1st to August 31st. They are asked to measure the circumference of the tree 4.5 feet off the ground and estimate the height and crown spread. If they don't have access to measure the tree, they can still enter. Turner, a sort of primary judge for the contest, takes it upon herself to visit the trees to measure them and double-check estimates and species. A tree's score is derived from its circumference in inches, plus its height in feet and its crown spread in feet. Trees compete against their own species. If trees are within a few points of each other, they are tied as winners, as measuring is not specific enough to knock out a tree for such a slim margin. Winning trees get a tree tag that attaches to the tree, displaying its species and the year it won. Not all big trees are necessarily old. Sycamore trees love, quote, wet feet, Turner said, and can grow huge in 50 years when they are near water. Meanwhile, an oak can be huge, but it will take a couple of 100 years. Turner started to fall in love with trees in 2007 when she put a conservation easement on her family's Sumner County property. An arborist counted 70 species on her first visit, and the property is now a certified level 4 arboretum, the highest level. Level 4 arboretums have at least 120 different tree species. She also helped her Nashville community of Sugar Tree become a level 4 arboretum in 2012 and led her to joining the board of the NTF. NTF was founded in 1986 and works to preserve and enhance Nashville's trees through tree planting and education. Although the contest is called Big Old Tree, it has expanded to include unusual species of trees like English oaks or blue ice cypress trees. For those curious about what species of trees they see in their backyard, Turner recommends the app Picture This. She uses the app Arboril to measure the tree height and crown spread. Winning the contest may not keep a tree from being cut down. Turner has heard developers have taken that into consideration, but Metro has a program allowing people to designate trees as historic, which can keep them from being removed. In Murray County, the Polk Ball will be returning in 2022 after a 4-year hiatus. The event will take place on Saturday, October 15th at the Antrim Celebrations on Pulaski Highway. Typically held every 2 years, the 2020 Polk Ball was canceled due to COVID-19, making this year's event especially significant. The 2022 Polk Ball is co-chaired by Kendall Stivers Jones and Sarah Elizabeth Hickman McLeod, along with steering committee members Lisa Butler, Ava James Crichton, Sheila Fleming, Joanne Pogue, and Julia West. Jones, who has also served as a Polk Association president, said, "We are so grateful to those who donated in 2020, even when we did not have the ball. The ball is our second greatest resource, just behind our community sponsors, members, and staff. Your support helps us keep the important history alive and keep it uniquely Murray County. And while we appreciate any donation, we would love most to see you all at the Antrim in October." Started in 1986, the Polk Ball is Murray County's biggest black tie event and is the most significant source of funds for the continued operation of the President James K. Polk Home and Museum in downtown Columbia. The Polk Home is only remaining home where the 11th president lived, aside from the White House, of course. Professional staff interpret President Polk's life and legacy year-round, drawing visitors from around the world to Columbia. In what Jones describes as, quote, our love letter to the businesses and the people of Murray County who sustained us through these difficult 2 years, the Polk Ball Committee has prioritized support of local businesses throughout the planning process. Invitations were produced by Bryson Leach of Good Sign Design Company. Drinks will be provided by the Dooleys and Fuzzy Duck Liquors, with dinner by Chefs Paul and Chrissy Jensen of the Dotted Lime, featuring tallgrass meat and tablescapes by Amy Montgomery Home. Following the dinner, guests will dance the night away with music from Skyline Drive. The polk ball is open to all active members of the James K. Polk Memorial Association, and for more information, visit jameskpolk.com. And with anyone with questions about membership to the association or sponsoring the event can contact the Polk Home at info@jameskpolk.com. You call them by phone at 931-505-8019. Finally, Drug Free Wilco recently received a $900 donation from the Lebanon Beer Board to help its mission of curbing drug and alcohol addiction and abuse in the county. Drug Free Wilco is a drug addiction prevention coalition founded in 2018 and is comprised of community volunteers that include students and law enforcement personnel who work to prevent and reduce drug misuse and addiction among youth and adults through education, communication, and by creating awareness of resources in the county. The funds for the donation were from fees collected by the city through violations of its beer codes. Brittany McDaniel, Lebanon Business Tax Coordinator, said the Lebanon Beer Board and Drug Free Wilco became more familiar with one another over the last couple of months. Tammy Groh, the Drug Free Wilco chairperson, came to a meeting one night and introduced herself, and I immediately thought, oh no, did we do something wrong? But she just told us about the group and wanting to work together and help stop underage beer sales and what resources they have available, McDaniel said. McDaniel and Lebanon Beer Board Chairman Ed Stanford have attended some Drug Free Wilco meetings in recent months to better understand the group and how they can work together. The two groups, along with the Lebanon Police Department, have coordinated to identify businesses that make illegal beer sales to minors. The coalition has focused on point-of-sale systems, laws, and regulations related to offenses and fines, as well as public acknowledgement of businesses that fail sting operations. McDaniel said the city has also had conversations with Mount Juliet officials about their handling of beer violations. We're just trying to get on track with Mount Juliet to not replicate, but kind of get our ordinances similar, McDaniel said. That way, if someone comes to Lebanon and they have a place in Mount Juliet, it's kind of a uniform across the county. And that is today's top three. Man,
That's a sound effect.
certainly interesting. Yeah, a little sound effect there. It's really cool that the county is able to, or I guess, it is able to help with enforcement and with a private entity. So
Definitely.
cool things they're doing in Wilson County. I'm sorry, not Williamson County, in Wilson County. That's a lot going on there. So cool.
God's country.
If you are, interested in history out there, James K. Polk Home is here in Columbia. We've talked to the director of the James K. Polk Home on this show before. It was a lot of fun. And if you haven't been down here to check it out, you should definitely do that. Become a member. Go to the ball. It's a lot of fun. The ball.
I've always wanted to go to a ball.
I can't dance, so hopefully the folks in Skyline Drive can help me out.
Oh, a little Columbia trivia for you that I do not know the answer to. What's the K stand for in James K. Polk?
That's a good question. I don't know the answer to that. Let's see. Why don't we look him up?
Give him the old Google.
Knox,
of course it does.
Mike Knox.
Tennessee.
Yeah, he was not. I think he was born in Columbia, but this is actually his parents' home.
Oh,
he lived here briefly, but it wasn't like his house.
I gotcha. Never is, right?
But it's the only one remaining, so there's that.
Yeah, that's cool. Hey,
So he spent much of his childhood here.
grew up. I gotcha. Played t-ball there.
Probably. Anyway, let's take a break because we do have Pat and Matt coming up.
Woo!
Pumped up
Yes.
with that. So Pat and Matt will join us here, and we'll talk about some monster trucks. That's always fun. Mornings on Main Street. This is Main Street Media Television. Be back after this.
This is Eric Berner with Rockcastle Wealth Advisors. I help people in the pursuit of making their money live as long as they do. People hire me because I use a customized, individualized, personal approach for the person I'm working with. Everyone's situation is different. One area I can help with is if you are newly or nearly retired, or maybe have changed jobs and have an old 401k account. You may need more information to help you clearly understand your options. Call me at 615-235-1058 or email eric@rockcastlewealth.com.
Jody Jones Dentistry can handle all your dental needs, from the basics to cosmetic procedures. All of this in the nicest dental facility I have ever seen. Jody has done it right. They're located conveniently at 55 Music Square East, and for an appointment, it's simple. Dial 615-259-5100 and tell them Plaz sent you.
This is attorney Bart Durham, and this is me. I'm Aaliyah. Keeping in good physical condition is really important to me. But when I had a wreck with a tractor-trailer truck that hurt my legs so bad I couldn't work for almost a year, I knew I needed a lawyer that understood tractor-trailer cases. So I called Bart. Bart gets millions of dollars for his clients every year.
At Bart Durham Injury Law, we've handled hundreds of tractor-trailer cases.
My dad and I want to help. Give us a call at 615-242-9000.
Serving Williamson and surrounding counties, Bone and Joint Institute of Tennessee offers comprehensive orthopedic care with 16 subspecialized physicians. Our practice provides high-tech care with a hometown touch. We offer physician clinics, physical and occupational therapy, advanced imaging, and surgical services, including interventional procedures. Call us at 615-791-2630. We're Bone and Joint Institute of Tennessee. High-tech care with a hometown touch.
I highly recommend Sumner Funeral and Cremation because of their caring nature and attentiveness to detail.
Pre-planning your funeral now will bring you peace of mind and less stress to your loved ones. When the chaos of losing you happens, your family can honor and celebrate your life, knowing things are happening just as you wanted them to. Pre-planning determines the details of your funeral, cemetery services, and can be less expensive. We are honored to serve you and are always here for you in your time of need.
Sumner Funeral and Cremation. Traditional, affordable, dignified. SumnerFuneral.com.
Wait for it. And
skip it.
That's what I like to hear. Oh, look, there's George Strait on the side of that truck.
Is that Toby Keith?
About that time, about 11 o'clock is when the music begins around town, and you can see folks with guitars walking across the streets, and
you love to see it.
You love to see it. Now's the time for it. All kinds of cool stuff going on in and around downtown Nashville. Beautiful Wednesday, and if you are out and about, just make sure to enjoy the day. Tell us what you're doing. You can follow us on across the Main Street. Main Street Nashville is a great way to get to us, and so we're looking forward to hearing from you guys. This morning, we have some cool stuff. Third day in a row, Justin. For the third day in a row, we will talk about an event happening on Saturday.
Love it. Love it.
So, unfortunately, though, the last name did not get much easier. So, Patrick Topolinsky, is that correct?
You got it. How easy is that? Just like it sounds. You did it.
Yeah, there you go. I was a little confused. I thought, oh no, here we go.
I'm not from these parts.
No one is, Patrick.
I'm from northern Michigan, so that's a ski on the end of the name up there is pretty common. So,
well, it's because that's what you guys do up there in the UP, yes. Right? I mean, you're on the lake skiing all the time.
I tell you, it's a winter wonderland, like 9 months out of the year up there. It's fantastic.
We have down here in Murray County, we have a lot of folks from Michigan because of the GM plant here. So, the skis are more common down here than one might expect.
Yeah, well, I dig that. So, man, it's great to be here, man. Thanks very much.
Hey, thank you for coming on because we're excited about this event. The Power Nationals coming up at Nashville Super Speedway in Gladeville or Lebanon or Nashville or whatever town you want to put it in.
Sure.
It's going to be.
I think it's Lebanon, but we're going to go with that. So
yeah, I'm pretty sure that the official like area is Gladeville.
Okay.
But like it probably has a Lebanon address. Who knows, man? Honestly, like we just call it the super speedway. That's probably the easiest way for us to do it. We got the fairgrounds and the super speedway. Just figure it out. You can't miss it.
No, I tell you, all I know is a lot of cool stuff goes on there. So
a ton of cool stuff, and this Saturday and Sunday will be no different, man.
I agree. You know, this is our inaugural event. You know, we're having the Power Nationals. This has been something that's been in the making, and I think we're going to be. This is going to be a good time. You know, we have a lot going. It starts on Saturday, and that's September 3rd, and goes through Sunday, September 4th. It's a very family-friendly event. Being it's our inaugural, we're coming out of the gate running hard on this one. You know, we're going to have Hot Wheels monster trucks there, and I mean, like you said earlier, who doesn't like monster trucks?
If you don't like monster trucks, I don't know if we can be friends.
I agree. And not only just monster trucks, you know, we got some great monster trucks here. You know, Bone Shaker is going to be there. The Demo Derby, Mega Rex, Tiger Shark's going to be there. We also have the pedigree of monster trucks. Bigfoot is going to be there. And I don't know if anyone has not heard of the monster truck Bigfoot. Even if you're not a monster truck person, I think everyone on Earth knows who Bigfoot is.
I had a Bigfoot Power Wheel when I was a kid.
Awesome.
So I'm all in on Bigfoot. So the fact that he's going to be there, that right there is in and of itself a reason for me to show up.
Yeah, I mean, Bigfoot One, the originator of the entire industry, right? This is what sparked the entire industry of monster trucks. Everything that you see that runs around now, it started with this truck, Bigfoot One. And also another icon will be there, Bigfoot 5. That's the one with the 10-foot tall tires, you know, so that's another one that's just, you know, I remember when these things came out and they were just completely insane. And, you know, this was, you know, I'm dating myself, but I remember when all this stuff, you know, came to prevalence, you know, and it was very, very cool. And it sparked everything that went on after that. So Bigfoot's going to be there. I think you're going to crush some stuff. It's going to be cool.
So, you know, tell me what exactly is the Power Nationals? I see, you know, you're from Engine Power. Tell me what is this event about? Obviously, you've got the attractions around it, but what is it for?
This is for the gearhead, the enthusiast, the people who love automobiles and everything about the automotive culture. There's a little bit of something for everyone at this event, whether it's from an engine standpoint. You know, we're going to have some engine stuff going on there. From a car show standpoint, we're going to have a car show. The auto show is there. You can bring your car, show your stuff off. There's also going to be autocross there. Autocross is very popular, you know, going around, you know, cones for a timed event. There's a lot of stuff that's going to be ran by the SCCA, so that's going to be a pretty cool thing. Also, drifting. There's going to be a drift shootout. Now, if you're into drifting or not familiar with what drifting is, you might want to use the internet machine and look up drifting, right? Because these are cars that they turn a lot of RPM, they spin tires and they slide around and they do a lot of pretty amazing things, and they do them in tandem. And we have two factions, if you will. They're not factions. They're teams. There's East and Middle Tennessee have let's see what their names are. Let's see here. It's a contest between East and West. We got two different teams showing up, and they're going to have a battle to see who's got the coolest drift stuff. So that'll be on Sunday. But the event, it has a little bit to offer for everyone, from monster trucks to car show stuff to we're going to have I think there's going to be a DJ there, so we're going to have some music. We're going to have our particular studio here. We have what's called a bolt-on challenge. So it's a timed event where we have a couple of mocked up engines, and you're going to be able to bolt some stuff on as quick as you can, and so you can do it the fastest. It's simple stuff. You don't have to know anything about engines to do it. Just be able to run some wrenches, and we got a couple cool prizes, one for the fastest time on each day, so that'll be fun. You know, this whole event is, again, it's about the community. It's about giving back to the community and having a fun thing to do on Labor Day weekend, where you get a bunch of gearheads together and look at some cool cars and do some fun things.
Ty Norris of Trackhouse Racing may or may not be nearby for the bolt-on challenge, just in case they need a backup for the pit crew on that number one Ron Chastain or the 99 of Daniel Suarez. That's all I'm saying. You might just be careful. You never know what might happen.
Hey, I'm in, man. I'm in for whatever. So
that would be a lot of fun. But this looks like a great event. You guys, Power Nation films all of your shows right here in Franklin, Tennessee. This is a local company doing a local event to just to give back to the local community. And it just seems like this looks like a ton of fun. And the really cool thing is you're going to get an early look at the Nissan Z.
Yeah, we have some really cool projects. Because we do everything in-house here. We have we have some stuff we're going to be doing with Nissan on a Z. We have a Datsun that we are going to be doing some things with, and we really have some cool stuff in association with Nissan. All 4 studios, we build projects here, and the fun part is working with people, like working with Nissan on something like this. That's huge for us, right? So we're going to be working on the new Z. The new Z will be there, yeah, and also we have every studio is bringing projects there. Not only with that one, but all 4 studios are bringing projects, current projects and some future projects for people to check out.
Man, it's going to be a lot of fun. Again, Nashville Super Speedway, 9 to 5 on Saturday and Sunday, $25 per day or $40 for the entire weekend. Kids 12 and under are free. You can buy them online at powernationtv.com, all one word. Spell it out, powernationtv.com. It's going to be a blast. Patrick, thank you for taking time with us today. We are so looking forward to this weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun.
No, good. It's going to be a blast, and hope everybody comes out because it's going to be a good time.
Absolutely. Thanks for taking some time with us today. We look forward to seeing you this weekend.
Thanks very much, guys.
All right. Patrick Topolinski joining us here on Mornings on Main Street. This is Main Street Media Television. Justin, we're going to take a quick break because when we come back, we have the Magic Man.
Jason Michaels, the man, the myth.
The legend in his own
The legend. Forgot to put that on the end there.
He's laughing down there. I love it. So let's take that break, come back with the Magic Man, and we'll be right back. Mornings on Main Street, Main Street Media Television. Stick with us.
The high school football season is here, and nobody handles Friday nights better than Main Street Media. Here's Zach Womble with details.
That's the name of the game here at Main Street Media and Main Street Preps. Is we've been doing this for a long time now, and I think you hit on it. We've got an army of reporters across all of Middle Tennessee. I think there's about 130 schools in the Middle Tennessee area, and we try to cover all of them. We cover about 11, 12 counties at this point. And those Friday night shows, it's we're gonna show that off. We're gonna showcase the talent that we have on the field with reporters across several mid-state games on the weekly basis. So whether you're in Williamson County, whether you're in Giles County or Murray County or Montgomery or Robertson or anywhere in between, we're gonna have you covered from 6 to 11.
Friday Night Live is presented by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, where fans don't let fans drive drunk.
This is Eric Berner with Rock Castle Wealth Advisors. I help people in the pursuit of making their money live as long as they do. People hire me because I use a customized, individualized, and personal approach for the person I'm working with. Everyone's situation is different. If you've lost a spouse or a parent and want to make sure your inheritance is utilized and does not just disappear, I can help with that. Call me at 615-235-1058 or email eric@rockcastlewealth.com.
Hi, this is Melissa Hoisington, Regional Crisis Director from Volunteer Behavioral Health. Disasters can affect everything in your life, including your emotional health. Help is available during these uncertain times. The Tennessee Recovery Project is a free, supportive resource for adults and children who have experienced the effects of natural or human-caused disasters. Specialists are available for counseling by phone or in person. For free, confidential service, please call 833-954-2424. The hotline is open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Move forward with the help from the Tennessee Recovery Project.
This is attorney Bart Durham, and this is me. I'm Aaliyah. Keeping in good physical condition is really important to me. But when I had a wreck with the tractor trailer truck that hurt my legs so bad I couldn't work for almost a year, I knew I needed a lawyer that understood tractor trailer cases. So I called Bart. Bart gets millions of dollars for his clients every year.
At Bar Durham Injury Law, we've handled hundreds of tractor trailer cases.
My dad and I want to help. Give us a call at 615-242-9000.
Buddy Allen, it's a tradition. Come on into our store. Buddy Allen, it's a heritage for 40 years and more. What makes a house kind of special? Close friends walking in the door. Flowers blooming in the springtime and little children playing on a Buddy Allen floor.
One more look. Downtown Nash Vegas, baby. Beautiful Wednesday here. The final day of August. It is now starting tomorrow. My birthday month. Yeah, that's right. It's my birthday month. The whole month. So every day better be, you better have some happy birthday music or something.
Absolutely. You know, I was thinking one time, everybody's birthday year is right now.
It's my birthday year.
Yes.
So my birthday is actually in summer because the first day of fall is always the day after my birthday.
Is it really? That's actually cool.
It really annoys me.
Is it really?
It makes me so angry because I'm like, my birthday is September 21st. That is as fall as it gets, and yet it's not.
That is pretty fall.
It's like, what? Doesn't make any sense. But yeah, so there you go. September 21st. I will. What year is this? I'll be like 36. That's old. I'm old. I don't like
No,
this.
man, no. That's when everybody knows that's the from age 40 to 60 is when you actually emerge and you have to be an adult.
So at my birthday party, I'm gonna play the old let's see the old John Conley song, Backside of 30.
I was gonna say the oldness was kicking in. You couldn't remember.
Yeah, the backside of 30, short side of time.
There you go.
But there you go. All right. It is a beautiful day outside. So tell us, how long is it going to stay that way?
Let's see. So today's weather is brought to you by Roy Meat Service. Whether it be a bologna sandwich, some nice ribs, a rack of ribs, mac and cheese, or an RC Cola, you'll be in meat heaven. And everybody on that staff is so nice and attentive. I highly recommend Roy's Meat Service. I didn't mention it earlier, but me and Chris are definitely going to go and have more of the Ez Fernando's quesadillas. The Ez Fernando's.
Yes.
I think it's Ez.
SF.
Ez Fernando. Yeah.
Yes.
No, I don't know. You got me all twisted now. But either way, we're going there to have some meat, that's for sure. And if we need some raw meat to go, we'll bring it with us and we'll cook it up. We always here at Main Street Media love a good barbecue, and where you can get one is Roy Meat Service. Today's weather is beautiful. Like you said, I don't know the UV index, but the high today is only 88. The low is a nice crisp 61 with 0% chance of rain. And let me tell you the best part, 51% humidity today.
Oh, what a beautiful day.
I know.
The UV index is 9 out of 10. No good.
Oh, man. Well, there's got to be a devil's advocate somewhere.
There you go. Justin, it is that time.
Yes. The man.
You've seen him on Stable TV, on Huckabee. You've seen him in the New York Times and in a number of industry magazines. He's also the creator of the Magic Experience of Nashville's famed House of Cards. Please make welcome Jason Michaels.
The man.
How's it going, everybody?
Hey, Jason, how you been, man?
Good. I will tell you that this new time that we're doing is much better for my sleep.
Isn't it?
I think it's better for everybody.
You know, if you have, you know, so often with what I do, you might have a late night gig the night before, and then when somebody says, "Hey, can you get up at 6 o'clock in the morning?" You're like, "Oh, okay."
There shouldn't be a 6 a.m. Yeah. It shouldn't exist.
No, as a matter of fact, I cannot.
Yeah.
now that you mention it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Why would you ask me that?
Well, you know, I'm looking forward to this because Justin says that that there's no way we can figure this out. But I have a 42-inch Vizio monitor this morning, so I'm going to be right in it. I'm all up in it. Let's go. I'm going to
You got to
figure
get
this
the
out.
roto scope out where you let go frame by frame. That's how it works.
Exactly.
Absolutely. All right. So here's the deal. What's cool about magic and magicians in today's world, we're entertainers. I mean, and you know what, we have been for hundreds and hundreds of years. But if you're like me and I'm a magician and I'm interested in history, I actually started looking back through the history of magic. And like in the Renaissance era, you know, we were street entertainers and that type of stuff. But if you keep going back further and further, it's hard to actually, at some point, it becomes hard to figure out if magicians were always just entertainers or if maybe there was something more to it. And the reason I bring all that up is because if you go back 1,000 years, some people literally believed that magicians were able to, like, you've heard the idea of transmuting like lead into gold. The idea is that we took the elements of fire and water and wind and earth, and somehow we could manipulate these in some way so that we could perform these magical feats. So I love this subject. I'm fascinated by it. And I most of the time, I'm a sleight of hand performer, and the type of stuff that I do are card tricks, coin tricks, things that you can manipulate with basic manual dexterity. But the more I thought about the whole idea of being able to manipulate the elements, the more I got excited about it. And so I have a little a demonstration for you. It uses, I've got, here, I'm going to bring it to you so you can take a quick peek. It's, all right, it's a cup or a glass. And I've got some water. Now, what's fascinating about this is that the great martial artist Bruce Lee said that your mind should be like water. It should be formless and it should be shapeless. And the idea, what he said, he had a quote that said, when water goes into a cup, it becomes the cup. So here is the glass of water. And I have a little blotter, a piece of blotter paper. I'm going to wet it. All right, so and I'm going to place the blotter paper over the glass. Now watch this closely. Watch this carefully. I'm going to kind of just, all right, okay, hopefully we can get, I'm going to just very slowly move my hand. Oh, yep, away from the blotter paper. And the water stays suspended in the glass. Now, this is amazing, especially when you consider that we can actually remove the blotter paper completely.
No. What?
And the water stays suspended in the glass. Now, if you do this on the count of three, I think I've got control over the water. The water is literally suspended. It is levitating in midair right inside that glass. On the count of three, I will release the water. 1, 2, and 3, just like so.
Oh my gosh.
That's phenomenal.
Wow.
Justin,
wait,
I have no idea.
No, but you've got the tape. You can go back. You can watch it.
You're right. Yeah. I can do it frame by frame. No, probably not. I mean, let's be honest here. That's and even if I did know, I would. I mean, who wants to know?
That's the thing. So I tell people that when I have a show that I do on Saturday nights, and it's at a place called the Filming Station. It's downtown Nashville, right across from the a place right across from the Music City Center. We only sell 30 tickets, and it's this really intimate show. And anytime somebody tells me, they say, "How did you do that?" I always say, "Trust me." And I can tell you this from experience. Trust me, it is far more fun to enjoy the experience of magic than to ever want to know how it's done. The cool thing about magicians is we are willing to take a huge amount of time and effort into creating pieces of magic that will amaze you. And that is hopefully what we do every single time I share with you guys, and every single time I jump on a stage and share with other people too. So,
I don't know about the air quotes there on magic, because I mean, how else do you explain?
How else was it? I mean, it certainly was. I mean,
yeah, exactly right. Exactly right. And I've been doing this for a long time. I started off with magic as a hobby, and I will mention, if anybody's watching this, if you have, especially if you have a young person, whether it's a child or a teenager or even a young adult, if you've ever been fascinated by the idea of magic, there's an entire community of magicians out there that meet. Nashville has a great magic club, and we get together, and the club, it has people that are just magic enthusiasts that enjoy watching magic, and we have people all the way up to full-time professionals. So if you've ever been interested or fascinated, somebody that you think would enjoy magic, get them involved. It is a brilliant hobby. And then hopefully, if they really enjoy it, bring them to see my show, because I promise you, I will do everything in my power to make sure you have fun.
It will happen too.
Jason Michaels, man, thank you so much for hanging out with us. That's awesome. We'd love to come see a show sometime. So we appreciate your time as always, and looking forward to seeing you again soon.
Take care. Thanks for having me.
Hey, see you, Jason. Thank you.
Justin, today, the synergy for today's National Calendar Day.
Oh, yes.
National, that's yesterday.
Oh.
National Eat Outside Day is today.
Oh.
Along with National Trail Mix Day.
Oh my gosh. So
eat trail mix outside, you kill two birds with one stone.
You'll be National AF.
And if you do it in South Carolina, today is National South Carolina Day.
Wow. Oh my gosh. I wonder what they're going to celebrate.
And if you do it on a blind date that a matchmaker made for you, it's National Matchmaker Day.
You'll be too American.
Is blown.
Yeah, you'll be too American if you do that. There's a law there.
And there's something else I can't. Diatomous Earth Day. It's something about
Diatomous. Yeah,
absolutely. They use it to filter swimming pools. So yeah,
which we need.
Yeah. So go swimming with your blind date after you eat outside your trail mix in South Carolina,
while shouting out your matchmaker for letting you guys together.
Hitch, what's up?
Yo, good. Thanks for
It's crazy, the synergy. Yeah. Oh, man. What a great day. Thank you guys for hanging out with us here on Mornings on Main Street. Justin, we'll see him tomorrow, 10 o'clock. It's going to be a lot of fun.
See y'all.
Have a great day.